All right, let's move on to a payment function, the PMT. So I am going to purchase a new car and I want to know how much my monthly payments are going to be. My purchase price for this new car is $24,000. I got a loan at the bank for an interest rate of 3%, and I'm going to pay for 48 months on this car. So I'm going to click in B7 and I want to figure out, well, what are my monthly payments? So I have no idea. Again, you probably noticed that I really encourage the use of the insert function dialog box because it tells you exactly what the argument should be for any given formula. So I'm going to click right up here on my insert function icon, and I'm going to search for this. So if I don't, actually I do see it right here, but let's say I didn't. Then right here in my search for a function, let's say I don't even know it's PMT, so I might just type in payment, hit enter. Payment is that it calculates the payment for a loan based on constant payments and a constant interest rate. Yep, that's what I want. So I click OK. Now anything that's in bold are required arguments for this formula. Anything that's not in bold, they're not absolutely necessary. So I'm going to click on rate, and it tells me is the interest rate per period for the loan. So this is why I encourage the dialog box, because it tells you exactly what you're doing. So what is my rate, my interest rate? Well, it's 3%. So what is N per? It's a total number of payments for the loan. And I'm going to pay for 48 months on this car. And PV is the present value for the total amount that I'm going to be paying. And I've decided I want this car for $24,000. So I click on that. Well, am I done with this formula? Well, remember that an interest rate is a yearly interest rate, and if I want to calculate what my monthly payments are going to be, then I need to divide my interest rate by 12. So the same thing, if my total number of payments I was going to pay were in years instead of months, then I would need to multiply that by 12 so then I could get months out of this. Okay, so this is how it should look. B4 divided by 12. N per is B5, and then my present value is B3. Click OK, and it looks like I am paying $533.35 a month on a vehicle. That sounds extreme, doesn't it? Well, here's the nice thing about inserting this function, is now I can kind of play around with this. So like, oh, okay, maybe this car for $24,000 isn't what I need. I did see a car for $18,000. So I plug in $18,000, see how it automatically changes. Oh, $400, that's still a bit steep. So you could decide, well, maybe I want to pay for 5 years. So I put in 60 months. Maybe I can get a different interest rate, or maybe I just decide I got to go buy that used car for $6,000. So that's a nice thing about putting in this payment function, is you can play around with these numbers and then kind of come up with, beforehand how much you can spend on a car, right? This is much better than trying to use a calculator and paper and pen.